times, aka Mr. Knock on Wood 2 times. And today I'm bringing you the latest breaking news, boxing news regarding Ray Garcia and his dad's sperm. That sounds crazy. According to Extra.ie Sports, the headline reads, Katie Abdu astonishes viewers with comment about Ray Garcia's dad and his sperm. This is the lead up to Ray Garcia and Luke Campbell's fight that recently occurred. Oh man, felt a little dry. Katie Abdul had boxing fans in hysterics when she commented Ray Garcia's dad for having good sperm ahead of his latest fight. Garcia, 22, stopped Luke Campbell with a vicious body shot to secure a 21st victory as pro and his 18th by KO overall. While the night belonged to young American, it was his father. While the night belonged to the young American, which may be true, but let's be honest with ourselves. Ray Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar De La Hoya, they take a lot of pride in their Mexican lineage. He was indeed born here. Well, I'll have to do a little more research and figure out, is he a natural born American where he was born in the States, or was he a DACA? His family came here illegally, and I don't know. I'm not gonna pass judgment, but I think that's very odd for a person that definitely takes a lot of pride in their Mexican lineage. They decide to call this person a young American, but I mean, who knows? Some might say American, some might say Mexican American, some might say Mexican. Who knows? Okay, but like it says, while the night belonged to the young American, it was his father who gathered a lot of headlines and pre-fight build-up. Okay, as you can see on the left, you got King Ray, or Ryan Garcia, and you got in the blue, Luke Campbell. I think he did a hell of a job, Luke Campbell. He got hit with something that he wasn't expecting to be hit with. Putting my man down in the freaking second round, that just proves to me he's not ready for a Devin Haney. He's not ready for a Tank Davis. Yeah, Tank Davis. There's a lot of other people that he's just not ready for. I was planning on doing some videos on his other fights with Jose Lopez and I forgot his name, Francesca, and both fighters, I feel as if those were kind of like those fights for Garcia were like Garcia's way of padding the stats, because both of those fighters he fought, they were also young and inexperienced. Lopez, I believe he was maybe 20, is closer to Garcia's age than Francesca. Francesca was 25 at the time when he fought Garcia, which was possibly 21 years of age. And he knocked Francesca out in the first round. If you go back to those fights, you can actually see a lot of mistakes both fighters made, Lopez and Francesca, where I believe it was structure, the way they were throwing punches, the way they were trying to land low punches, essentially getting in Garcia's hook range, because Garcia, he doesn't really keep his hands up, he keeps it by his waist, and when you got people that's coming into hip hook range, that's the easy knockout. The only person that I've seen him fight that gave him actual worry was Luke Campbell. So yeah, by knocking him out in the second round, or knocking him down in the second round. I truly think Garcia isn't ready for a Devin Haney or a Tank Davis. He got lucky, and we could tell in his he got lucky in his and the way he carried himself after he got the win. You know, he was overly excited, in my opinion, overly joyful, especially when you got real competitors, people that want your head. Essentially, you know, this guy's calling himself King Rye, and he's riding off of that. And I don't really know if you could call yourself king if you're not fighting uh, the people that will really give you that challenge, like a Devin Haney or a Tank Davis. Now, I'm not saying Luke Campbell isn't that guy, but again, it took him having to fight Lomachenko in order to be on this guy's radar. You know, in order to secure that fight. But everyone knows Lomachenko. He's no longer who he once was because he got beat by I forgot his name, T. Lopez. I forgot the first name, but let's continue with the story. Ray's younger brother, Sean, 20 years of age, who secured a majority decision win over Renan Marzinin or something to take his professional record to 6-0. I saw that fight. It's definitely harder if you have an older brother in the same sport, because I personally think they're putting all their money and their attention into Ray Garcia because he has the look. He's following in the footsteps of Oscar De La Hoya in every way imaginable. Okay, he's a good-looking kid. He favors Oscar De La Hoya, I guess, or whatever it is. Oscar De La Hoya definitely took him under the wing. Okay, and you know, like I said, I saw the fight between Sean Garcia and Renan Marqueta or something. Marquise. Yeah, Marquise. And you know, his competition wasn't really. It didn't really do too much for me, man, or give him much of a. It was 4 rounds. One's 20. The other fighter is 31 years of age. He recently got off a layoff. But who was his opposition? Who was he fighting? Who gave him his toughest fight? You know, regarding the 31-year-old Renan Marquise. You know, so I think that fight could have went either way. A draw. No one was really getting an edge over one another. I think in the last couple minutes or seconds of the fight, Sean's brother definitely. Well, no, Ray Garcia's brother, Sean Garcia, definitely had. Yeah, he was exhausted. If it would have went one more round, the 31-year-old Rennie Marsuita would have definitely possibly floored him, or just gave more reason for him to be the winner. You know, the pair's proud father, Henry, joined the DAZN broadcast team following his youngest son's impressive showing. Okay, that's a lie. I wouldn't say all that, but according to them, following his youngest son's impressive showing before being lewd for his impressive offspring. Okay, Abdul introduced Henry to the action with an introduction which caught everyone off guard. You make them pretty. You make them athletic. That's some good sperm you have got there, sir. Ugh, that is horrid. Very horrid. I think it's horrid and disgusting, and that's something that she's mostly going to regret. In due time, it heals all wounds, but, you know, I'm sure it's very hard for a female reporter to get any kind of work, you know, in male-dominated. I mean, it's hard for women to get high-ranking positions in a male-dominated field. You know, in the sport of boxing, male boxing, you know, you have the opportunity to be an announcer, be a reporter, and be the person that's talking to the fighters in the headlines, and you decide to make a crude, disgusting comment like you make them pretty, you make them athletic, that's some good sperm you got there, sir. Like, what? That's totally unprofessional. That's going to definitely leave not only a bad taste in the mouths of future people that want to work with her or DAZN wanting to have her as that lead reporter, because that's just ridiculous. You're just putting another asterisk next to women. No man's gonna say craziness like that. You didn't have to even say sperm. I don't understand what that was about. I think the father, instead of just laughing it off and not addressing that, definitely is going to leave her up for scrutiny. He definitely is going to make her look crazy. Because I would have personally said, I wouldn't say all their success was just out of nowhere. Both my sons, I had to instill in them a hard work ethic, and had to make them understand what kind of road they're going to be going down. And being an active father, I was able to, teach them and guide them and give them the best pathway for them to be successful in their field of boxing. Because so there's a lot of things that went wrong. Her saying that comment, the father not acknowledging it and giving her a chance to rebuttal or clean it up, because it's just open. He laughs it off like, okay, and he was shocked. He was kind of off put by that. But you, as the father, as the person being interviewed, and you got to be able to be quick on your feet. If she says something crazy like that, you can say, I don't contribute it to just random luck. I don't do that. We don't buy into random luck. We buy into hard work and showing the people what we've done in training. But yeah, that leaves. I just why? It's like, damn. If you want something to go down, wait until after the cameras. Okay, you out here just throwing it at them, and that's just craziness. And you know what it is. Okay, Sean Garcia already fought. Ray Garcia, of course, the main attraction. Henry Garcia, it's great to have you here with us tonight. She said, you make them pretty, you make them athletic. That's some good sperm you got there, sir. That's disgusting. I wouldn't even. Wow. The former Sky. Oh, wow. The former Sky. Yeah, wow. The former Sky Sports presenter joked. Yeah, so from the sounds of it, she's already been booted. No more will you work for Sky Sports saying that ridiculous stuff. Yeah, people will forget it and lose interest in that comment, but you just ruin your career by saying some stupid ish like that. It's like, really? I mean, you make them good. Like, you even gotta even say the word sperm. It's cringy. It's disgusting. She's 39 years old. Is she trying to really get with Henry Garcia? Really? Are you trying to make another Garcia boy? Like, come on now. That shit is egregious. It's disgusting, and it just makes not only yourself look a certain kind of way, you make a lot of other female presenters and announcers and reporters look some type of way too. It's like, do your job. Don't allow yourself or put yourself in a position where you're open to scrutiny, you're open to possible termination, or just fucking up your whole career. So, yeah, that was the news. Katie Abdul astonished viewers with comment about Ray Garcia's dad and his impressive sperm, which is really insanity. So yeah, if y'all liked it, this is the latest boxing news. This is your guy, Mr. KOW, 2 times, aka Mr. Knock on Wood 2 times, and that has been today's video. Subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Peace.